Hi, today I'm at England's only mountain forest, Whinlatter, and this is my guide to the Lake District's best trail centre. Loads of parking. I've come on a Wednesday today and it's really quiet. So you park up, it's got your number, registration recorded, and then the most you pay is £8 at the end of the day. As well as mountain bike trails, there are lots of other fun things at Whinlatter to keep the rest of your family entertained while you hit the trails. It's a great place to come with kids as well. It's got the Gruffalo Spotters Trail. There's the kids' play trail. It's really good for young ones. It's like a path through the forest with different play areas. So there are a number of trails here at Whinlatter. You've got a blue graded trail called the Quercus, yeah. May or may not be the way you pronounce it, which is 7.5 kilometres, 4.6 miles, and you see it signposted there. That's more of a flowy trail, good for novice riders. And you've got the Altura trail split into the North Loop and the South Loop. I tend to do the North Loop first, 6 miles, 10 kilometres, and then there's the slightly shorter South Loop on the other side of the forest. The North Loop was built first, and then the South Loop came after that. Thanks very much.
Have you gone on blue?
Red.
Oh, you've gone on red.
I think they both start here though. On the start of the first North Loop, I'm following the red arrows. The blue has just gone off to the right. Some nice little sections early on this North Loop. Very good fun. This is the first viewpoint off the Northern Loop. We've got Skidder there in the background, and behind Skidder is just the jaggedy tops of Blencathra. And you've got Keswick in the valley, just see a little bit of Derwent water. And you've got Cat Bells there. I think that's Causey Pike. And in the right in the background, I think that's Hell Valley. Or Havelin Lower Man anyway. What a stunning day. Just climbing on this forest road. I always tend to do the North Loop first. I think it's because it's the first one that was built, so I just get into the habit of riding North Loop first, but you can obviously choose whichever one you want to do first. We're following these red Altura signs. After a fair chunk of single track climbing, we're back on forest road climbing again, gaining that elevation we need to do the descents later. Oh, it's getting a bit warm now. It was a bit chilly in the car park when I set off, but heat's definitely ramping up a bit now. That was quite a long 5-0 climb there. And at the top of that we're hitting some more single track, which is again climbing initially, so it's a big old climb early on this. That big fire road used to be really useful for when they used to host the Whinlatter Challenge here, obviously, which was like a, you know, before the days of enduro. It was an endurance kind of race, well, event. Some people raced it, and it used to thin everybody out going up that big long climb. So shout out to anyone who used to do the Whinlatter Challenge and the Grisdale Challenge back in the day. We're in full-on Ewok territory now, or Gruffalo territory. Lovely sinewy track, threading through the trees. And it's coming out into the open here. Opportunity for another little viewpoint. Get a slightly better view of Derwent Water at the bottom there. Keswick there. Cat Bells is that pointy one. Maidenmore. Not sure what those are in the background. Time at this one. Bit fun. Start with a bit of descent this. Yeah, there's only two trail centres in Lake District. So Lake District's more about natural trails really, and that's what I'm into. That Whinlatter is the better of the two options. The North Face Trail at Grisdale is the other one, and quite frankly it's a bit rubbish. Grisdale Forest itself is great for mountain biking, but you have to stick to the bridleways. That's where the fun is, in Grisdale, not the North Face Trail. But Whinlatter, this is good fun. This is a genuinely fun trail centre. Look at this, twists and turns, rocky drops, really greasy roots on a day like today, so be careful of those. Bit of water from a shower a few days ago, but it does generally run pretty well all year round, this trail. Swoopy. I was lucky to be able to come and ride here on the very first day it opened back in, something like 2008. I was working on a local newspaper at the time. I got a chance to come and do a review of it, and it was one of the best days in work I can remember, although I did have a bit of an off and cut all my knee open. Quite embarrassing at the time. This is great. Not sure I'm on the right line there, but works, kind of. Woo! Sweet Pete. Carry the speed as much as possible. Yeah, back in 2008 there was only this north side, this north loop. The south loop came a couple of years later, and then a few more years again the blue route arrived, which is more for your less experienced riders. Take the chicken lines on these. Excellent. Back to base. You have to watch out because it takes you right onto Whinlatter Pass, which is a road. Sandwich of the day is an Edam and onion, basically a Dutch cheese and onion. In the main building you've got a fairly substantial cafe, so really good food in there as well actually. Not the cheapest, but as you would expect, because this is in the Lake District, it's a bit of a honeypot, but food's good quality. And they've got a shop as well, and you've got bird feeders up there, and there's lots of wildlife in the forest you can learn about as well in there. Right, after a brief butty stop, it's time to do the south loop. So you cross the other side of the path, sorry, the other side of the pass. Similar to the other side of the forest, this one also starts with a bit of a climb. Through a hole in the wall. Unfortunately, it doesn't give me cash. This is kind of a brief respite before we kick up in earnest. It's a big climbing shot coming up shortly. Climbing on this single track stuff into the forest, very atmospheric. It's nice with the sun streaming in and hitting some of the trees. So a short bit of fire road, it's back onto the single track again. To say, it's quite a nice climb, this one, at the moment. The gradient's just about right for climbing at a decent pace, a decent cadence, which doesn't mess you up too much. It's good. Up from there, over there, through the trees, you can just see the S shapes of the final descent off the north loop of, north loop of the Altura Trail. And then you come out here, and there's a bit of a confusing sign because you have been following the red route all day, but there's a black arrow going that way saying to the top, and there's a red arrow going to the bottom there. I mean, that just takes you down the hill, so if you want to do the full loop, you follow the black one. I'm following the black route here, so it's continuing to climb. This is essentially the top of the south loop, and you can tell when you get to this big rock. And look at that view over towards Helvellyn over there. Stunning. Oh, rocky down here. To pick your line. Don't remember that, so. Nice. Oh, I came down that horribly. I wasn't clipped in. Seat was up. What was I doing? Oh, slippy that bit. Definitely seems a bit rockier this side of the forest. A lot more bedrock and steeper sections like that. Most things are rollable. Nice section. He's a bit chunkier. This side of the forest, definitely. Whoa, I lost the front end then. Cheers, mate. Hiya. Quite leave some of these corners. Caution sign. This is nice and flowy this side. This section, I mean. A bit more high speed. Opportunities to take off if you're a better jumper than me. Gone dark again. Really dark here. Really fun Flows track, this one. Nice. I'm heading back down towards the trail centre. This is the last real section of single track of the South Loop. And that bridge is fairly new. And there we go, that's the South Loop pretty much boxed off. It's just a short spin back to the trail centre now. There's a great little bike shop in the forest. This is CycleWise. They've been here since the start, 2008, when the trails were first built, and as well as all the normal stuff you would find in a bike shop and the workshop. They also do speedy, he's going on. Lots of skills courses, so a good place to check out if you want to brush up on some of your biking skills. The bike's a bit dirty. I was going to give it a wash, but the bike wash is closed at the minute. But when it is working, it's £1. Have a good one. This is the first section of the loop. I'm not going to ride the full blue loop, but just to give you an idea of what it's like. It's fairly smooth, flowy stuff, nothing too scary. Ideal if you want to build up the confidence of younger riders, or people new to the sport. So that's it, that's Whinlatter Forest. Really good place to come and do some mountain biking. The red routes are really good fun. Definitely the best trail centre in the Lake District. I personally prefer natural stuff, but if you fancy a blast around trail centre, Whinlatter is the one to come to if you're up in the lakes. Thanks for watching. I'm going to enjoy another sandwich, so see you next time. Top tip when coming to Whinlatter is there's normally an ice cream van here quite a lot of the year, just a bit way down the mountain towards Keswick, off the pass, and get a stunning view of Skidder and Bassenthwaite Lake. Cheers. Lovely.